And welcome back. Okay, so let's head to Brookstad again, and I guess we'll just take the caravan contract here. Yeah, I don't think we want to do anything else. It's going to the north. That's slightly inconvenient since we want a gun, but it's going to 8 Vicksburg. Let's quickly check. All the way up here. There is a weaponsmith and an armorer, so we do want that. It's also going to be a whole lot of experience points for 5 days of journey. We are out of tools, so we need to salvage a lot of things. Luckily, we do have some things here that we can salvage. And if we get desperate, I guess we can salvage something more valuable as well. Okay, good enough, I guess. It's going to be done very quickly. Let's quickly double check this list here if we want to salvage anything else. Not yet, I don't think, so let's assign them out of salvaging for the most part. And also out of repairing, because we don't actually have the tools. So go scout instead. Let's leave one person. Well, let's leave two. Two salvagers. And since we now have 2 more recruits, we will assign them to training. We also kind of want a healer since Herman broke his finger in a religious dispute. Okay, is that... We want Egelina to be hunting though, so let's go. And we are going to craft this 3rd Stallworm cloak very soon. Okay, these guys won't be attacking us, will they? Gothier the Eliminator. There's only 11 of them, so I would imagine they don't want to attack. Yeah, they don't. We also see a group of nachos. They are scared, as they should be. And we are crafting the mountain helm now. Let's... Okay, Sverre gets fat. That's actually probably good for him. It's plus 10 HP. So we crafted that Stallworm cloak. Let's give it to someone. We already have one on the Wolf and Sami. Let's actually mark that the Wolf has it. So I'll mark it down as Im for immune. Immune to stun, knockback, grab and acid, that is. Do we want to give it to Borghild actually? The poison immunity is pretty nice, but that only matters in some fights. I'm not going to remember to keep switching this out though. So if we meet redback spiders or something, at some point Borghild might die because I forget that she doesn't have resilient or that poison immunity. Let's give it to someone who actually has resilient, I guess. So Asa, sure. And we can actually just call her Flail. Also, I haven't marked that she's completed training either. How did I forget to do that? Let's see if everyone has been properly branded. Volram hasn't completed training, huh? Is he still training? We should check if Volram is still training. Because we'd really like to train everyone. Volram, where are you? Here, yeah, you're not training. You should be training. Silly Volram. We are out of tools. No need to assign people to repair. How many tools do we actually get from this? Let's salvage both of these. I guess we want tools more than we want that shield. And we can always get more of these, so let's salvage that. And this, I suppose. And those, yeah, that's a good amount of tools. We'd even salvage one of these pretty expensive armors, I suppose. But let's go with this for now. Okay. And we might even make it to our destination without a fight. Let's stop by here. Crafted some cocaine and some throwing nets and also that mountain helm. I don't think I've ever crafted that before. Let's check it out. Where is it? Here. Okay, yeah. Pretty nice. Let's give it to someone who's battle-forged, of course. So, Asa or Borkild. I guess both of them are fine. Who do we care about the most? Both are good characters. Let's give it to Borkild, I guess. Looks a bit weird. Well, that's fine. Okay. Good. So am I not repairing that famed bow? I'm not. Okay. Well, now we are. Okay, first things first. Let's check the recruits. Nope. Nope. Actually does have hate for beasts, but it's a nope. Cripple. Does get mind over body with 2 stars in resolve, but yeah, does get fortified mind as well. Can she do anything with fortified mind? Well, with mind over body. Does get indom. So the thing here is that she's going to roll very poorly as a cripple for starting resolve and other stats. Does get underdog, so there's a possibility of making this character into an indom tank with mind over body. Doesn't have stars in melee defense though. Probably not worth it at this stage to get a cripple who rolls like this at least. So we don't actually see her rolls. I guess it's only 1,000 gold. Let's hire her. Check her out. 40 resolve starting is actually pretty good. 28 hit points though. One of the worst rolls there I've ever seen. Doesn't get Colossus. Does start with a +4 hit point roll though. Guess this character should just ignore the melee skill. If we keep her, we'll probably not keep her, but let's level her to level 3 and see. It's going to be lithe. And that's the only option there. Yeah, earlier on I would have kept her. Don't believe I want a tank without stars in melee defense who has 35 hit points and no Colossus. Even with Indom and Resilient. She's definitely someone who could be used, but I already have, like, I'm not desperate enough So let's get rid of her. She doesn't get shield perks anyway to further utilize tanking possibilities. We will give you 10 crowns for your time. Check the others. Jyla. Nope. Asker does have hate for beasts. 3 stars in initiative with minus 20 from lumbering though. Does come with 2 stars in melee skill, so maybe an okay backliner. Does get alert to possibly make use of initiative anyway. I guess we can just check him out as well. Okay, so starts at 0 melee defense and 87 initiative thanks to the minus 20 from lumbering. 60 melee skill is good enough for a backliner. Doesn't get berserk. Does get muscularity killing frenzy for a backline damage dealer. Does get underdog if he rolls well enough with melee defense, and also if I decide to use initiative on him, which probably is a good idea with 3 stars, even with the minus 20 from here. If I keep this guy, which I probably will. He's not optimal by any means, but he's good enough, I guess. As a wild man, he has a huge amount of fatigue, a good resolve, and a nice amount of hit points. And he might roll well enough with the melee defense that I will make a frontliner out of him. He does also get shields and underdog. Definitely a possibility. Let's call him a trainee. / front question mark. Give him Colossus. And probably back to basics, because that also boosts training speed in camp. Let's level him up first. So yeah, I think he'll go for initiative. Even with the minus 20 from lumbering. Especially if he starts with this roll. Okay, good roll. Okay, I think he's going to be usable. We'll see how he ends up at level 15-ish if he lives that long. And let's give him back to basics for training speed. Lumbering is also plus 10% melee damage, that pairs well with the stars in melee skill. Also Ragna has leveled to level 4. Pretty bad roll here. Plus 2s only. And let's get Brawny. Dowen, level 3. Let's get back to basics on her as well. Boost that resolve up. Alright. Also Dag, level 5. So none of these new guys are like super stellar. They're not gods of the battlefield, but they're usable enough. Not too happy about any of them, but I guess Ragna and Asker here have some potential. We'll see. Won't be sad if they die. And Dag is going for shields, I suppose, so let's just get shields. And it bugged out again. So let's do that. Okay. Did we check all the recruits? No, we did not. Okay, let's check Orvar next. Nope. Trina? Nope. Hardis the Liar? No. Imagina a world where you actually have hate for beasts. You don't. Okay, Weaponsmith has nothing. Armorer has one helmet, which I think we'll skip. It's okay, but we don't really care about battle-forged helmets at the moment, and we'll be able to find them. It's also 20,000 gold. Pretty steep for a helmet. Everyone who's battle-forged gets Steel Brow by default anyway. Let's actually train these people. Right. And is that it? No, we want tools. 300 tools, huh? Okay. Buy every single tool there is. And I suppose we don't need to buy anything else here. Right. We can keep moving. Let's assign the new guy. Also, crafting has been completed. Do we want to craft anything else? I guess we could craft a couple of these now. Because we have new battle-forged people. Anything else? Probably not. I guess I could make these. For some fights they are definitely going to be worthwhile. Like for the Kraken. Or the Witch Hut. Maybe. 3 turns. That's not going to last for long, huh? Well, let's craft at least one, just to say that we did, if nothing else. And now we can actually assign people back to repairing. We can also repair more things. Let's repair these armors, because they're going to sell for a lot. This is at full capacity. Why is it available here as a choice? Whatever. That's good enough. Sure. Alright. We'll get a lot of level ups after completing this caravan contract. Unless we meet like a huge horde of barbarians or something that we have to abandon the caravan, which is super unlikely. The fires of religious turmoil keep burning. Also, Asker is making stacks of crowns into towers. He is a wild man. Let's leave him be. If he wants to spend his coin making towers, that's fine with us. We see 4 redback spiders. Well, actually 3 with a regular one. They are not going to attack us. They will be afraid. Also, they're too far away. We see a group of barbarians. They seem to want to attack us, and that's fine with us, because they do have 2 champions. Always exciting. They are homing in. Let's see if they can catch up to us. We also see a very juicy undead camp. We'll want to take that out. Might actually pose a little bit of a challenge, because there's 3 to 4 necromancers. We'll see. Do we see this? Nope. We also see 10 unholds. Okay. And these barbarians are going off in that direction instead. Bit of a shame. We are out of tools again. Okay, so here we have the option to raise the horse, and if I recall correctly, You can only beat this event if you have a dumb character, and indeed we do. Hubert is dim enough to raise a horse. Let's see what happens. We gain 900 crowns, but Hubert suffers a severe concussion. So maybe not even worth it, but at least we can say we beat a horse in a race. So let's quickly break camp here, see if we can heal him up. It's going to be nighttime when we arrive anyway. Severe concussion in the world of Battle Brothers only takes a few hours to heal. Well, to treat. Takes more than that to heal, but... Okay. And let's assign this. Actually, let's hunt for food. Not that we need that desperately either, but even so. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, gain a good amount of XP. So we should have multiple level ups to give now. Okay, Jon, level 14. We'd like more fatigue, we'd like more hit points. But let's take one resolve here to get it to 120. Nice round number. Helps with mind over body. Next up, Asa, level 17. Let's take hit points here. Hubert, level 13. Thanks to the severe concussion, the initiative value is pretty pathetic at the moment. Let's let him sit out while that heals. Get in Herman instead. Gajon, level 16. Initiative is below 200. I guess that's accurate. Seems low though. Let's quickly double check if there's a bug. Nope, it's correct. Okay. Asker, all the way up to level 6 already. Nice +3 roll for melee defense. Could take the hit points over the initiative here. Not sure if I want to do that. But it is a max roll, and max roll for hit points and low roll for initiative, so let's do it here. Also get past 100 hit points. Okay, here we'll take the fatigue. Even though I don't know if he'll be using it that much, but sure. Okay. And perks. Perks. Doesn't get mind over body, so we can ignore fortified mind. He's doing initiative things, so let's take dodge. And relentless. And alert or underdog at this point. Probably alert. Okay. Next up, Malabode, level 15, gets a perk point. And let's take fatigue instead of initiative here. And I think we'll probably want Pathfinder, because eventually he will start using a gun, finally. He's been with us for 126 days and we haven't found him a gun yet. But Pathfinder, pretty good, or even one could say nearly necessary for a gun user, because they want to position all the time, and if we are fighting on rough terrain, that's going to be even more difficult. You'd also take something like footwork or quick hands or even clarity for more damage, but let's take Pathfinder here. So if we want to take the high ground, which we probably will when we get a gun. That's going to be pretty easy. With quick hands we can use 2 guns. There's a neat little trick you can do with 2 guns. At the start of a round you switch them out and reload the second one, and then you have 2 guns that have ammunition. Anyway, Saga, level 11. And do we actually have anything here that we could make use of? Not really, I don't think. Just take Resilient or Colossus, even though this donkey is never going to be used in battle. Gudrun the Swine. Level 9. Let's see, what did we take on Saga? These 2, okay. And this, well, sure. Yeah. Ragna all the way up to level 8 already. Here we'll take the hit points. And not sure about weapon mastery just yet. We'll leave that decision for a later time. Could take Gifted. Gifted is always pretty useful. Could take Resilient. I like Resilient on basically everyone. Very useful perk in my opinion. Let's just take it. And let's take Underdog before we take Berserk. And let's take Battleforge here. And we have 1 more perk point. Probably take Berserk now. No, let's take Back to Basics. We always want that on a frontliner pretty much, especially if they have a pretty low melee defense. And the resolve is also a slight issue for Ragna here. Though we do roll a +4 now. Okay, let's see. Semi-bad rolls for melee skill and melee defense here. So she is now level 8 and has reached 77 melee skill and 60 melee defense. Not the best character you could have, by any means. But will be usable. Next up, Dowen, level 7. Let's continue to patch up that resolve here, since nothing else seems to roll well enough for us to be interested in. Okay, 4 perk points. Let's take Steel Brow and Brawny. And Underdog and Resilient. No, not one of those yet, because we want Battleforge before that. Okay. Next up, Faruk, level 13. So I guess we are just going to ignore the melee skill here, because we decided to pivot into indomitable tanking with him. Even if that was a bit of a stupid decision perhaps, because we don't have Underdog and we don't have shield perks. We could still decide to go damage instead though, even with the indom capabilities. I'll keep it as an option, so let's take the melee skill here. do that. Okay. Could have taken Resolve, I guess. Or Mind over Body. Maybe I should have. Anyway, Dag, level 9. Will be Lithe. I haven't actually circled it for some reason. Guess we'll take the Fatigue. Okay, next up. Needs to be present in battle for this perk to work. Let's not take it yet. Let's take Born with a board. And Lithe. We are currently out of Lithe range. Guess we can quickly change that. $29. Slightly out of it still. Let's change this into something lighter. Okay, we are at 70%. Not the best combination of armor here, but good enough for now. Alright, we still have 2 perk points. I suppose we'll take Anatomical Studies. I don't think I've ever used this perk. I don't think he'll be able to fix... was it Enhard? No, it was Hubert. Hubert's missing ear. I don't see how a prosthetic in the Middle Ages is going to fix that. So probably it won't. But if we suffer more permanent injuries, we might get some use out of this. Craft some prosthetics. And we do want Prebound, even though we're not going into combat yet with him, so let's take it. We'll see if Dag ever gets used in combat. We shall see. Okay, so that's all the level ups. Yes. Let's head in Eidvik's Borg here. Check the recruits first. No. Nope. 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 Maybe. Ijirok, the apprentice, has 2 stars in ranged skill. Gets Berserk, gets Killing Frenzy. So if I want a ranged character, that might be good enough, though apprentices obviously don't make the best ranged characters. Doesn't get throwing mastery. So it's going to have to be crossbows or slings if I take this guy. Well, he's only 138 anyway, let's hire him. And let's check out Menbolt here as well. Nope. So most likely this guy is not going... No, not you. Where is he? Where did... Okay, here. 39 range skill. That's pretty bad. Does have a star in Resolve with Mind over Body and Fortified Mind. No perfect focus and starts at 33 Resolve, so... probably not good enough for us at this point in the game. But let's consider it for a moment. So crossbows do get a plus percentage chance to hit. He will reach 80 plus, maybe up to like 90 plus at some point in ranged skill, which is not great. I think since we have like a full roster now, we don't want this guy. So we will pay you 10 crowns to bugger off and for your clothes. You don't have a motorcycle or boots though. Okay. And let's check the weaponsmith. Have some famed weapons here. So we have a sword staff, which is okay, but I don't think we'll be using it probably. Probably, unless we want to make a spear user, which is a possibility on a Ragna with this melee skill. We might do that. Do you get spears? You don't. So it's pretty much only Ragna, I guess. And I think that might be good enough for a weapon. It does come with enhanced armor ignore and effectiveness against armor. Makes a pretty nice spear walling weapon. So sure, let's buy it. Let's leave a little. Here's a pretty nice 100x. Comes with a nice damage roll and a -2 fatigue cost roll. Currently no one is going to be an axe duelist. Or I haven't decided on something like that. It is a possibility on Asker. He is going to be a bit vulnerable if he gets hit by a weapon that staggers or dazes, though, since his melee defense is relying on dodge specifically. Even so, I guess we could use that axe on him. You don't get access, and also your melee skill is kind of poopy. I mean, it's a good axe, so... And we do have the money. Sure. It's only 13,000 coins anyway. Okay, so here's a famed cleaver, one-handed. Damage is not enhanced in any way, so we'll just leave this be. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Here's a famed Quattal dagger. It's alright, but we already have one, which I think is better. Well, it's slightly... This one that we have is slightly worse in terms of damage roll. But currently we don't have anyone who's going to be using daggers, and we already have a good candidate dagger for that potential person. So let's not buy this one. Even though this one is pretty good. Could have been better, but it's pretty good. Next up, the Armorer. Has a lot of stuff, actually. Skip this one. Skip this one. Could consider this one, rolled pretty well. Folly's Friend, huh? This is a pretty nice lithe helmet. The Veteran's Sword. As is this one. Guess this one is the better one. 22.3 armor per 1 weight. Clearly the best out of all of this. I guess we'll buy it. It's less than 10,000 anyway. And we could buy the second one as well, but not sure if we care enough. Could also buy this Battleforge helmet. And since we have new Battleforged people and we do have the money, sure, let's do so. Let's spend some money. These nimble layers are almost always worth it, so even though this one isn't the best roll, let's buy it. It's also very cheap. This is pretty meh, I think. As is this one. This one is good though. It's 30,000 crowns though. This one, don't remember the resolve ranges here, but I think it's up to plus 10%, so this one rolled pretty badly. Let's not take it. Could take this heavy armor. It is a lot of money, but at this point it's pretty easy to make money if we want to do so. So, sure. But I'll leave this one be, it's worse. And also this one. Okay, so we spent a lot of money here. But I suppose it was money well spent. So Asker here is probably going to be an axe duelist. We'll see how long he's actually able to survive if that manifests. But yeah, this is a nice axe, so it would be a shame to not use it. Let's already equip it as well. Alright, so this Folly's friend, heavy Battleforged arm, helmet, let's see. Slightly better than this one. Let's give it to Borghild, I guess. It's also kind of nice looking. Kind of weird looking, but not in a bad way, I guess. Let's see, Asa. You are using that helmet. Let's replace it here. And who's lithe? Let's see. Is Enhard lithe? Nope. Was it Hubert? Yes. Let's see. What kind of helmet are you using? Okay. So this is a nice upgrade for him. And we do need to mess with the armors now. Guess we could just replace this layer or this layer. Let's replace this chainmail layer with, how much is this? It's a lot. Minus 11. No. Yes. So minus 11. How much was this one? Is it the same one? Actually, no. Okay, 70% again. And it's close enough to balance. Alright. So we have this malignant long pike that's going on Ragna here. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the skills that sword staff enables. So we have the standard thrust, pretty nice, plus 20% chance to hit. Spear wall, obviously. We also get a riposte, which probably we won't be using on him. Or I don't remember if you're a him. No, you're a her. We won't be using that. Lunge probably also won't be used unless we want to reposition. It's just way too costly and we don't have any initiative on Ragna. But yeah, so we'll mostly be using this as a spear. Okay. Still have these, so let's see. 170. This is a nice upgrade here. And now Borghild's Battleforged value is up to 58. That is pretty nice indeed. Okay. And I believe we actually have one here. Yes, we do, but it's still not repaired. Let's actually get that out of there so we actually remember better that it's available as soon as it's repaired. So we have this nimble layer. That's going to be more difficult to actually make good use out of. Let's give it to Chloe. It's an easy switch there. And then we have this Barbarian Chosen's The Quickening. Reminds me of the Highlander movies. Only the first one is good. The second one is absolute garbage. Garbage junk. One of the worst movies ever made, in my opinion. Let's see, who do we want to use this on? So it's basically Battleforge. Let's give it to a new guy, I guess. So Ragna. Or Dowen. Are you going to be... No, you're going to be Nimble. Don't have any others who are Battleforged who are already leveled up. Let's give it to Ragna. No, let's give it to Dowen. This Northern Ritual Helmet is pretty good already. Let's give it to Dowen. Don't actually have these vanity layers on her, but I will equip those on my own time between episodes, I guess. Well, we can put a few things here quickly if we see them. Okay, but I'll do most of the inventory management on my own. Alright, so that's it for the armorer. We need to buy tools. And we will buy every single tool that is available. Don't need food. Are we still on that ambition? Yes, we are. Okay. Well, we should buy some trading goods in that case. So buy these. They're super expensive. But I guess with this money situation, it doesn't really matter. So let's get that ambition out of the way. Okay. Patrol. Yeah, sure, let's do a patrol. There are some camps and some groups of enemies wandering around here that we would like to destroy, and if we can get paid for doing so, then all the better. Let's also get a round of drinks. Okay, so that took a while. And let's go destroy this undead camp. Which might pose a little bit of a challenge, we'll see. We have Tord the Undying, Sir Engelbert the Unyielding, Sir Talbot the Corrupted, and various other undead enemies. So, what is the lineup? I guess this is going to be it. Probably don't want to bring a new guy, especially this naked guy. Could bring Farouk, but I don't think we'll be needing his services for this. We could be using the better shields. So why not? Equip that and equip that. Okay. Double check that we have exactly 14 people in the fighting line. Indeed we do. Let's go. And the combat speed is still at number 4, which is the highest number. Oh, we'll get actually a famed weapon here. some sort of sword, two-hander. We'll have to wait and see what exactly it is. Can't tell from the graphics. Let's keep the combat speed high for now. Might lower it if this gets too hectic. Guess it's a bit silly that they're moving so fast. Let's lower it a little bit. Let's knock it back down to 2. See how that feels. Alright, so basically we could stay put or we could move forward. We could maybe snipe the Necros with Malobot, but it's going to take a long while. I guess it makes this fight go a little bit faster if we move forward. So that does mean that the Winselmatter will get to attack us already if we go this far. Oh, let's move a little bit. Bit awkward how these obstacles are positioned here. We'd actually like to have less choke points in this fight, probably. So we could make use of them, we just don't need to, I think. I think this fight will be easy enough that it doesn't really matter. Here's Sir Talbot. Comes with a famed shield. Lots of choke points. I guess we could send Gajon, maybe Chloe, for a flanking mission. So let us advance with them. This will block sight. So we don't want to take this spot, probably. Let's just deal some damage here. Okay, 1, 2, 3 necromancers, it seems. Let's move with Halber. Still has fear of undead. These fear traits go away once you fight enough of the enemies that you are afraid of. Hasn't happened for Halber. Oh, it's probably a Swayhander. Which we'll see if we actually use it, but... Okay, wait. Okay, we have Pathfinder on Gajon and over 100 melee defense, so let's just disrespect Sir Talbot here. Goes for a bite attack instead of using his sword. Okay, let's get closer to the necromancers. Okay, we want to take care of the Winsel matter pretty soon, because Borghild here, who is Battleforged, will, and a low amount of hit points, will actually take quite a bit of damage there. Alright, who do we inspire? Let's do Sami again. Sami almost always makes a good choice there. And a possessed Undead champion is a little bit scary, but nothing we can't handle, I don't think. Let's lower the combat speed a little bit again. Okay. Okay, let's go in with the wolf. So I still am using this slightly worse fencing sword, because I keep forgetting to switch them out. Nice launches. Let's see if we can hit the Winselmatter. Not yet. Don't actually know if Winselmatters can be netted. Let's see. Nope, they cannot. Good to know. I might forget that that is the case, but good to know for now. There goes that possession. Miss a 95 vengeance. Oh well. Alright. We could pick up this weapon. And maybe we will. Doesn't really matter if we do so, but when Sir Engelbert is raised from the dead, he will rise up once on his own, even if we stand on top of his corpse. If we take the weapon, he will only have his bite attack. So we might want to do that. But let's wait and see. And do that. And let's actually taunt the fallen hero so he doesn't get to push Gajon. So that's one necromancer taken care of. Okay, there goes the Winselmatter. So yeah, pretty easy fight. Just takes a little bit longer with these necromancers. Don't have a good shot here. Alright, so we inspire. Who do we inspire? Let's actually wait. Generally like to inspire people for the start of next round. It's probably not even like a good strategic choice. I don't know why I do it. Not sure. Some sort of weird preference there. Okay, we have an open line of attack against the necromancers. Let's just start using that opportunity there. Miss a 95 again, but it doesn't matter one bit. Okay, we have a couple of nets. Not like we need to use them, but we might as well. Don't remember if this undead, well, if these zombies actually break free from nets. They might be stupid enough that they don't. Okay, let's inspire the wolf here. Get next to the necromancer. Do the same thing again here. Nice lunge damage there. As well as there, but not there. Let's inspire Borkild. Can move after killing this wiener gagger. And also attack. One of the times where we didn't actually want a headshot. Oh, well, they do try to break free. Good to know. Where are you going? Guess I could have launched next to Tord here, but... Once again, it is a mistake, but not a mistake that really makes a difference. Oh, did it crash? I think it crashed. Damn it. Okay, well, we'll have to redo this fight. That's a shame. Well, yeah, it did crash, so I will end the episode here, and at the start of next episode, we will redo this fight. Oh well, can't be helped, does happen occasionally. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for this very same fight.